hottest one in the section. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Unified, undefeated. Unified, undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What the hell is even that?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Yeah. I tried to warn y'all, but y'all don't listen, y'all don't care. So I'm just pointing out the fallout, and I'm gonna see what y'all gonna do, because technically, I mean, realistically, this ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just watching. Because now, when I do these memes, there's a message in every meme that I do. And you notice, you see Bob Arum, WBO, smiling. See Loma, privilege, with all this privilege, smiling. You see Mauricio, going on to get along. I'm doing what's best for business. That look on his face. Yeah. Never forget, he served Muhammad Ali pork in his household. Muhammad Ali stayed at the Suleiman household. He thought it was funny to serve him pork on his fork. He didn't even tell Muhammad. That's what he did. Just reminding y'all what y'all dealing with. So now y'all gonna have to deal with it. I'm just interested. I'm watching the landscape. I'm seeing who, the content creators. I'm seeing what's being said or what's not being said. I'm watching. And if it plays out how they want it to play out, I'm gonna be right here saying, hey man, I told you so, but y'all do something about it. Tried to warn y'all. Todd Swindle, Abdullah. Ooh, it jumped on me, damn. Cameron Fields, salute, sis. How are you? Shawa, salute. Dirt Gang Boss, G. McCall, Rod Neal, Stormy B-Man. Boy, we're going to have some fun tonight with Nerds on Culture. Boy. Whew. We're going to have fun. Do not miss Nerds on Culture tonight. Do not miss it. 8 p.m. Central Standard, 9 p.m. Eastern. Do not miss it. Demon in the building, salute. Eric Jordan, salute, good brother. Steve Elder, Mac, Eric Jordan, first in that super chat, salute. Lightweight, salute, good brother. Adrian Beck, my brother Act in the building, salute. Mo G, Paul Carrick, salute. MJ Total Health and Wellness, TJ Love Sport, what up, man? Let me take care of you over here. I'm gonna be over here for the next maybe week and a half or so. YouTube, digging around on my other channel. It's all good. Ratchet since 91. Jeff Sparks, salute. Oh yeah, we on that health and wellness. More than you think. Trust me. Sam Mack, Shamar Bashan Shalom. Michael Ray. Smash the like button, like the video, share the video. Is the reason why we do things around here. So let's talk some is this really boxing we're talking about? I mean, really think about it. Is this really boxing we're talking about? You know, there is there's a whole Andrew 100 salute. There's a whole thing involving Bronny James, LeBron's son. Gio James, salute. It's a whole thing involving that. Some people are saying, hey man, there was several people. Now I don't follow the league anymore. I don't follow the NBA anymore. Copper, what up? Exactly, brother. So you know what I'm talking about. A lot of you know. And now, Bill D, what's going on? Now what's going to happen? Because you know this thing could backfire on the powers that be. It's possible. What I'm saying is these black athletes, they're gonna attempt to put them in the blender. Gary Dickinson, salute. They're gonna attempt to put them in the blender. I'm telling you, this is not new. You could run, you can hide, you can have millions of dollars, you could have mansions, cars, not a care in the world. You could retire right now, but you're still active. And if you think because this is a power move right here by Lomachenko. But I want y'all to pay attention about what's not being said. Oh, Loma don't want to fight? Well, you can move on. Where you going? Where you going? There's a lot of things happening here, man. It's become abundantly clear that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has sold his soul to the highest of degrees. He don't care about black people. He don't care who supported him. All he cares about is his bottom line. And the reason why he was never gotten is because he submitted behind the scenes. Y'all really thought he had a problem with Bob Arum? When you're a part of an in crowd, you swore an oath. And y'all think I'm just talking. What it is to swear oath, I don't know. I'm not a part of that crowd. The in crowd. But you notice, and this, you talk about nepotism. There's things that happen in every walk of life, every endeavor you are in. You see it on jobs. You see it with these clubs. For those of you that don't know, I'm not going to get into that. You know, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, you hear stories, for those of you that don't know, you hear stories about the Freemasons and things of that nature. But there is an in crowd. Kids do it in school. Hey, man, let's get together. We're going to form a little group. We're going to have a secret handshake. We're going to do certain things to get what we want. You see it in elementary school, junior high school. What do they call it in college? Fraternities. If you think that type of behavior doesn't exist in sports, you're crazy. Read that. Stormy says Suleiman has a 15-minute video on DAZN talking about bad officiating as of late and poor scoring of fights. He's attempting to divert away from the possibility of corruption, alluding to incompetence. This is a guy that wants to have 6 referees in championship bouts. All of a sudden, he can acknowledge bad refereeing. And he probably talked about bad officiating. Meanwhile, we were talking about Fury and deflated gloves, and he had like he didn't hear anything. Meanwhile, this is the guy that stood in the pocket for Alejandro Hermanes. This guy. Salute, Gio James. Salute, Gio James. I'll just say I was, Gio James, there was a brother that used to, I don't know what happened to him. I think he moved, but he used to talk to me often. Because I don't know what happened, Gio James, but I used to talk to the brother a lot. He used to live around not live around my way. I used to see him a lot. And I don't know what happened. I had said something, and then he had asked me. And I said, oh, no. And, you know, he would engage in a lot of conversations. And I just never, you know, I never took that leap, I'll just say. I never did. I ain't had no problem with it. I just never did. And when I went to inquire, just for informational purposes, I think he moved because I just didn't see him anymore. I think he moved. Tony G, what's good? ES, salute, sis. A condo, my brother. And by the way, y'all remember when I did that video? Boxing is so corrupt in the Olympics that they want to get rid of it. You remember that? They wanted to get rid of it. And enter Mauricio Sillyman. He was going to save the Olympic boxing program. Y'all remember I did that? About like 2 years ago now. And I asked y'all, this is the guy that's supposed to save boxing? Him? The Tyson Fury thing happened under his watch. Nothing was done. Franchon Cruz Dezern versus Alejandro Jimenez. That was under his watch. All of this. Teofimo Lopez spilled the beans about the Devin Haney situation. Teofimo Lopez was a WBC, well, he said he had a meeting with the WBC, meaning Mauricio Sillyman. And he was an ESPN fighter, the WBO. He spilled the beans. They were in cahoots. That's why I have him and Bob Arum, one and the same. They're working together. Those are two sanctioning bodies. How the hell did Lomachenko come to America, get all of this praise, was compared to Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard, boom, loses his second pro fight. Then gets a title shot right after that. Didn't have to run it back, nothing. I knew what time it was with Loma. I knew what time it was. I didn't say he couldn't fight. I said, hey, man, he don't need my support. The red carpet's rolled out for him. Look at what they're telling us about this guy. As if we don't know who Pernell Whitaker is. As if Bob Arum didn't fumble the ball. He had Floyd Mayweather. Didn't see any value in him at all. Why do you really think Floyd said belts don't matter? Al Heyman got into the industry, bing, bing, bing. But I firmly believe even Al Heyman had to succumb to certain situations because they could get dangerous in here. So when you see these athletes acting a certain way, I'm like, yo, come on, man. Where's your code? You want to know how deep it is? Let me get real deep for you. B3, what up, man? Let me get real deep. How long was Flint, Michigan? How long was fire blowing out of those water faucets? How long? How long? How many years? How many years were their water messed up? Think about that. Put it in the chat. How many years was Flint, Michigan's water messed up? How many years? You turn on the cold water and mud come out. Then you turn on the hot water, fire blow out. It's like, what's going on here? Flint, Michigan's water was messed up. From what I heard, the finances behind fixing that was really not, it was really not expensive. Let me ask y'all a question. Do you mean to tell me there are no pro athletes? There are no rappers out of Detroit. I'm just keeping it Detroit. Okay, let's say there's no black athletes on the Detroit Red Wings. That's a hockey team. Tay, salute. What about the Lions, NFL? What about Major League Baseball? There's no black athletes over there? All right, boom, boom, boom. Let's talk about you mean to tell me Jay-Z, Nas, Diddy. You know, in the 80s, we all got together and sang "We Are the World," right? Saving children all around the world. Then we did Hands Across America. Remember that? Freedom's March salute. Snoop, what up? We did all of that, right? You mean to tell me these athletes and entertainers couldn't put money together and say, man, fix what's going on here? And guess what? It'll be nothing but a tax write-off for them. These guys are philanthropists anyway. These guys, they donate to certain, and I'm gonna tell you, they donate to certain causes for tax purposes. So if you're sitting on a $5 million contract and you just take $100,000 and throw it in the pot with the rappers and the football, baseball play, I'm sure they could have got that fixed. And it'd have been done. And they'd have made a rap song about it and been singing about it, and it'd have been done. Y'all ever thought about why that was never done? You ever thought about why? No one asked that. I don't recall anyone asking that but me. And I don't mean to, toot my own horn, but seriously. You ever thought about that? Reef, what's going on, good brother? You ever thought about that? I heard that it's an easy fix financially. And I'm like, that ain't nothing that one Detroit Lion can't do, probably. That ain't nothing that one rapper out of Detroit can't do. How about this? Any rapper. We love singing and dancing and sending money to these poor countries and everywhere. India, Africa, the broke parts. But we got a problem right here in our soil. Nobody wants to fix it. Coach, salute. Nobody wants to fix it? How about this? Let me just say this. And y'all could believe me if y'all want, I don't care. I spoke to someone who is someone. And I asked a question to this person, because this person is in, I'm not going to say which industry, but they are known. And when I said, hey, man, I know you got it. And I know you know several people who got it. I heard it's an easy fix. I mean, not only is that a tax write-off for y'all, but it's the right thing to do. And you can make the news and make good waves. And, this is just something that as Americans, we're helping ourselves. You know what I was told? I was told when I inquired to mind my business. I said, excuse me? He said, I was told when I inquired, the people that I asked to reach out, how much it'll get done in construction and this, that, and the third, I got a phone call the same day saying, mind my business. Why? This is this and this is that. This is America. It's deeper than just a black thing. And his, I guess the people that handle his finances says, look, I'm telling you in plain English, do not get involved in that before your airplane fall out the sky. His exact words. I was told to tell you, stay out of that. And then he said, yeah, before your airplane fall out the sky. He was like, well, that's the end of that. Really? And there's your answer. So if you think that there aren't more powerful things involved, think again. That's why I laugh at these people on this social media thing. I'm my own man. I do my own thing. I am self-made. I don't need nobody. I did this myself. Whether you're on social media or you own a business, you are complying to rules and regulations. The only people that don't comply to rules and regulations are what? The people we don't deal with in the street, the drug dealers, the thugs, the gangsters. They buy cars at full prices with no insurance. Some of them don't have no driver's license. But what happens to them eventually? What happens? They burn so many bridges with people. You got to look over your shoulder 100% of the time. What kind of life is that? You have to comply. That's just how life is. There are rules we have to abide by. When you don't follow the rules, even when you think you are, you don't follow the rules, they'll take it from you. They'll take it from you. And sometimes when you say certain things or behave in a certain manner that they don't identify with, they'll do little things. I'm going through that right now. They'll do little things to try and stump you up. But there's only so much you can do. But my point is, we all have rules and regulations that we have to follow under. You're not like free. Not like you think. Joe Townsend in the building. Oh yeah, Copper, I know. I do my own thing. I'm my own man, and I built this. No, you didn't, bro. You're always for sale. They're always gonna think you for sale. I already told y'all stories. 78 been approached. I've been approached. Black been approached. BFTV been approached to compromise what I do here. And I said, man, they offer me this. I must be important. I said, this can't be. Then I went to a fight. Every time I go to a fight, people recognize me, want to take pictures. I don't even have 10,000 subs. How can this be? The powers that be see value in you before you see it. Trust me. It's like weight loss. You could go on a weight loss journey and lose 50 pounds. What you see in the mirror is not what people see when you walk around outside. Tell me I'm lying. Anybody in the chat lost a substantial amount of weight? Then you're walking outside like, hey man, yo, you all right? You sick? Oh man, well, okay, you're not sick, you look good. You're like, oh man. They see it before you do. And it's unfortunate. Now, the reason why I brought all of this up, I'm making the point. A lot of people don't see what's going on here. Just remember, I've been saying it. I've been saying this because we've been here before. This is what they do. If it's all fun and games, you think it's all fun and games, okay. But Vasily Lomachenko just flexed his A side on y'all, and y'all not doing nothing about it. Y'all not saying nothing about it. I know if this was a certain black fighter that said exactly what Loma said to Tank, the internet would have crashed. It'd have crashed. Y'all don't see the play? Man, don't nobody listen to these YouTube guys. Don't nobody watch these YouTube guys. Don't no one care about these YouTube guys, especially the black channels. Devin got right on 78 show and said, man, ain't no white guy gonna beat me. In 8 hours, that goddamn thing went viral. I said, what the hell? I thought no one watched Devin on these channels, and I thought no one watched us, man. What happened? What you mean, what happened? What you mean, what happened? These white folk get on here and be like, yo, man, we don't care about no N-words. They don't mean nothing to us. But why is it that they can tell us everything that we do? How? How's that possible? Let me talk to the brothers and sisters in the chat. You ever had that ex that used to go out of their way to let you know what they were doing after you broke up with them? You ever had that ex? To the point where the people you know is like, yo, you know so-and-so, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't care. Healer, salute. Not to get on that topic, but for example, 88, what up, man? Way back in the day, I was dealing with a shorty. I just was not interested anymore. She was not my cup of tea. And I gave her walking papers. This chick was, all of a sudden, she was dressing skimpy. First thing she tried to do was hug up under my boys. And they were like, yo, nah, what? I told them, y'all got to pass to do whatever you want. I don't care. They were like, nah. Then she tried to hug up on the dude, you know how it is. Tried to hug up on the dudes that we had no problem with them, but it was like standoffish, that kind of thing. And the only thing I was saying was, I hope she don't go back and be like, yo, well, he said, because I know how dudes are. What he say? Oh, well, I'm a F his ex, and I'm a flaunt. I'm like, yo, y'all do that. Y'all corny, yo, whatever. I hope you ain't kissing her.
Whoa! Go!
Y'all know why. Y'all know why. Y'all know why. I hope she don't try and start trouble, but that never happened, thank goodness. In fact, I heard dudes was like, yo, wasn't you dealing with dude up? Nah, get out of here. And then, around the time when like the school semester started, like October, I saw a baby bump. And I know for a fact that wasn't me. And all the wilding out and being loud whenever she saw me in public, that stopped. Because whoever she gave those cheeks to, she ain't deleted. Because by the time I saw it, she was like 4 months. I said, ooh, first trimester, baby bump. For all I know, when I gave her walking papers, she probably got clapped days later. Walking around the block with the baby bump. And I'm like, all of that? Because I was like, I don't want to be bothered. You did all of that? Oh, well. Oh, well. I hope she all right. I hope that kid all right. Oof, that kid got to be grown now. More than likely, single household. And, you know, hopefully he's in his masculine. He's probably one of these brothers that we talk about out here. Like, what's wrong with these dudes? You know what I'm saying? You tell him to man up and he grab a gun and start shooting up the school and stuff. I hope he's not one of those dudes. Wonder how insignificant it is? I remember the situation, but I forgot her name. I have a face in my head, but I, you know. That type of thing. Very insignificant. We've seen this before, ladies and gentlemen. We tried to warn you. If you think they're not trying to get Tank, you're mistaken. You're mistaken. Jeff said he's probably a drill rapper, probably. But what I will tell you, Tank fans, y'all definitely by yourself on this. Y'all do know not to look for me, right? Y'all do, don't even come, no. Here we are thinking that we're going to get Lomachenko versus Tank. Everybody picking Tank to finally knock out Loma. I mean, it's not like we ain't see Loma lose. He got 3 losses. So it was a gimme for Tank. He finally aged Loma out. Y'all do know that, right? He aged Loma out. Almighty Law, salute. He aged Loma out. So of course Tank is a favorite. But you know, the speed, the angles, everything else. And I'm just watching. I said, okay, they're gonna fight. In blockbuster news, Loma's not worried about it. Loma does what he wants to do. Loma's not motivated. I said, is this for real? Gotta be trolling. Money doesn't motivate Loma. Let me stop right there for a minute. Why is it that none of you guys ask about Loma's seat sales and y'all never clown that he's not a draw? Been on pay-per-view one time and that was versus Devin. Why is it that y'all never attack Loma like that? I'm asking. Tank fans, we you know, I'm 704, what up? Why is it that y'all never attack Lomachenko like that? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend or an acquaintance. Why is it that y'all never do that? Why is it that when Shakur was offered 25%, and Shakur said, no, thank you, Devin, I know my worth, and that you're underpaying me. And y'all took that and ran with it. But when he fought Edwin De Los Santos, y'all never asked how much he made. Y'all never said, yeah, good, he made what he was worth right there. How come y'all never said that? But then y'all turned around and cut him down when he fought the kind of fight he fought. And then when Devin went to 140, Shakur had the WBC, still has it. Tank was emailed the WBA, emailed. I put emphasis on the email because that's what happened. Because, you know, being an email champion is a bad thing. Tank was emailed the WBA after saying he didn't want it. They gave it to him and he took it. By the way, further proof that Tank don't do what he really wants to do. He said, I don't want that damn thing. Wasn't he belligerent in the tweet? I don't want that ish. Get out of here. So if he really didn't want it, why did he end up with it? Yeah, I don't think that somebody said, look, you little N-word, you're going to take this belt, you're going to like it. Yeah, I don't want that effing thing. No, you're Baltimore. You think someone more than likely didn't say, oh, look, Tank, take this belt. Yeah, I don't need that belt. Baltimore, be more. You think maybe someone ain't tell Tank, man, take this belt or your plane gonna fall out the sky. Take this belt or you're gonna catch another grape case. Take this belt or, you know, you already got problems with the law. Take this belt or we're gonna burn your block up for real. I'm saying, you don't think so? Because he said he didn't want the belt, then he ended up with it, and that's the last he said of it. He didn't even say, I ain't gonna want this thing, be more. They made me do this. Y'all don't think that's possible? I'm not saying it happened. Y'all don't find any of this strange? Now look at my meme. You see, you guys waltz through life. When you're on top, the fighter you support is winning and knocking out everybody, and he's the A side, and Shakur's on the come up, and everything's cool. But everything's okay until it's not okay. And now you got these C words on the left side of the page, and I'm including Silly Man into this. Look at how they're looking at these two N words, the two monkeys, the two apes. Because now business is playing a factor. And I need y'all guys to understand something. Y'all should have been dragging Lomachenko. Instead of saying, oh, I think he won that. Oh, the Lomachenko fight, the Lopez fight, it was pretty close. He don't need to run it back with Salido. We should have been on his bumper from day one. After Salido beat him, I was like, man, get him the hell out of here. Get him out of here. Y'all know what they finna do with him, right? And they did it, and he's still here. Why do you think I said, man, Tank was supposed to take care of this dude 5 years ago? Why do you think I said that? Tank knocks him out 5 years ago. We're not here. He didn't do it. It's 9/11 all over again. Yeah, I said it. Y'all just heard of Bin Laden on September 11th. But surprise, surprise, how did y'all feel when you found out that he was on the watch list for goddamn 15 years already? And they were telling the government, it was like, yo, look, forget about Saddam Hussein. He got the Middle East on lock with his crazy ass. Whatever they got going on over there, that's none of our business. We trying to go over there and free women and stuff? No. They can sneak out the country and, you know, women can do what they want nowadays, right? Let them, that's not our business. There's another guy over there that we trained named Osama. And he's on the loose and he's making these threats. He's on our watch list. We need to get him. Hey, no, Saddam Hussein. Bush number 2 tried to get Saddam because Saddam had beef with his dad. Bottom line. And not paying attention, these dudes fly planes into into the buildings. Man, I was at work that day. I ain't even gonna go there, man. Ridiculous. But that's what happens when you don't pay attention. And you not even pay attention. You ignore it. I'm telling y'all. Tank on top of the world right now. You think the business ain't gonna get him? You think they're gonna try? Where's Floyd Mayweather? The sleeper cell, Floyd Mayweather. Where's he at right now? What's he doing? I'm talking about selling souls, right? He's with the in crowd. All of that with Adrian Broner and Marcus Maidana, those were warning shots. You think he couldn't have told AB, yo man, watch this dude's gloves. If that was really little bro, he'd have been right there with him. He could have told AB, yo, ain't no pattern in these gloves. You mean to tell me he ain't put AB on the game? AB would have said that by now. Yo, man, big bro told me watch out for the gloves. I ain't listen. Did it to AB, doing it to Tank. Why you think all these fighters are leaving Floyd? They're like, yo, let me get out of here before something happened to me. This guy don't mean me any good. Why do you think Shakur didn't go with Floyd after the Olympics? He could have went. He didn't go. But he's learning a hard lesson right now. A very difficult lesson. Because they put that same thing that they put on every black fighter on him. You're boring, you're pillow-fisted. You're not a pay-per-view star. Well, hello, Shakur. You could have been on pay-per-view. You could have had your highest payday and a shot at 4 belts. Devin was trying to break bread with you. Tank was not. Y'all got all this smoke for Devin. They're going to turn around and say, oh, well, it's not about race. Y'all about to find out. Y'all about to find out. There's a reason why Floyd dropped $8 million in Gucci when we was protesting. First of all, he don't care. Number 2, second of all, he sold. I firmly believe he was told to do that. Stick it to your people. You're worth $500 million right now. We did that. Did your people do that? He don't care if we purchase pay-per-views and stuff. Man, get out of here. He don't care. Got your daughter sneaking in the back door of rappers' homes and stabbing chicks. Your whole family done fell apart over $1. Self-preservation. You don't care because you feel your dad ain't care about you. And it's no shot against Floyd Sr., but that's real. He didn't do a great job raising him. So he don't know any better. He has no ethics. He has no code. It's self-preservation, so his behavior makes sense. Floyd, if you don't want to live this life, you need to come on with us. Whatever ritual they did, they did. And he'll never betray it, or his plane gonna fall out the sky. And I promise you, there's a whole lot of stuff that Tank probably's not saying, because he don't want his plane to fall out the sky. Y'all don't hear me, but whatever. I'm just talking though, right? Okay. This stuff ain't strange to you? Shakur, super talented. Tank, super talented. Tank was on that level. How the hell is he an A-side? He has the weakest resume at 135. Listen to what I just said. Before you Tankaholic start making your response videos and everything, he has the weakest resume at 135. Where's the lie? Oh, he's an A-side. And how did, yeah, he was never undisputed. Devin went and collected all the belts. He gave you Isaac Cruz, Rolly Romero, Hector Garcia. Stop right there. I'm not going to go into Barrios because he was at 140. And Ryan Garcia is not a draw unless he has a dance partner. And that's a fact. But stop right there. Devin has Kambosos twice. Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. Devin got Lomachenko. Stop right there. Stop right there. Undisputed. But then they want to mystify the whole process and tell you belts don't matter. How? How's that possible? Just because you celebrated don't mean you're really great. Arturo Gatti, when he fought in Atlantic City, the Italians came out to support their guy. And he could win outstanding, or he could lose drastically. But they supported him. Did y'all know he was the A side going into the Floyd Mayweather pay-per-view? Did y'all know that? He was. So stop it. Do y'all really know how that works? King Barney, salute. Do y'all really know how? Do y'all really pay attention? Y'all think it's just boxing? Y'all about to see. Why are those fighters are leaving Floyd Mayweather? Y'all paying attention there? I ain't even do a video on it yet. Y'all paying attention? When they asked Shakur, why didn't you go with Floyd Mayweather? After the Olympics, he said, it just seemed like a lot of talk. I remember that. I said, that's odd. That's odd. Yeah. A lot of talk, huh? Okay. Be careful, little homie. You think these fighters went over there? The fighters that are leaving him, leaving Floyd. You think they done seen some ish. I'm telling you. They done seen some ish. They probably were propositioned with something that they ain't want to do. A sacrifice that they ain't want to do. They're like, yo, look, you know what? Nah, I ain't with that. What you mean a fishing trip? A fishing trip? What you mean? We boxing. What you mean a fishing trip? What you mean, what if you go on a fishing trip and I ask for a neck rub from that guy over there? What you mean? You know what? I'm out of here. Okay, you could leave, but listen. This conversation that we had needs to be between us. I don't want to see it online. I don't want to, if I hear about it online, and this is all alleged, y'all. If I hear about it online and that person doesn't know you directly, but he knows someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows you, I don't know, your plane might fall out the sky. So you could leave, but you might want to be silent. I'm just saying. If y'all think things like that don't happen, do y'all remember Fist of Fury with Bruce Lee? Or, the Big Boss, as they called it? Y'all remember that movie? Y'all remember they were running drugs out of that ice mill? Y'all remember when they propositioned those two dudes and they said, yo, look, we want to bring you in. You good workers. We want to bring you in. And you remember when they said, you know what? We appreciate that, but we're not about that life. We would just probably mess it up. But, we'll be at work tomorrow. And they were nice about it. They said, no, but we don't want to mess it up. We probably just mess it up. And, this okay. We'll be at work tomorrow, And honestly, watching the movie, you're like, man, they ain't going to say nothing. And as soon as they walked out the mill, what happened? They killed their ass. Why? They was like, well, we told them now, and we don't want to run the risk of them saying anything. They killed him, and they put him in the ice, in an ice cube with Su Sheng. I remember I had Randall Bailey in the Strong House, and I remember when I asked him, I said, "Do you miss it? Do you miss, fighting in the ring? Do you, BF? What up? Do you miss fighting in the ring? And do you miss you make good paydays? One fight, you can see a strong six figures. Do y'all remember what he told me? He said, nope. I'd rather work a 9 to 5. And this is Randall Bailey. KO King Randall Bailey. Something else happened on that live stream. Something else happened. Do you remember? We were talking about, I think Devin and Tank. No. We were talking about Errol and Bud. And this is way before the fight got signed. And Randall started going off on Al Heyman. Y'all remember that? And I was like, bro, we ain't talking about Al. We talk about who wins between these brothers if they fight. And he went on a tangent about Al Heyman, unprovoked. And I had to hit him with the monkey track. I had to hit him with the ape-ish. Remember that? And I said, why are you going on with Al Heyman? What are you doing? Well, looking back now, maybe he knew some things that we didn't, and he wasn't articulating it as good. But looking back now, I think I owe that brother an apology. In fact, I'm going to call him. Because when we was getting the fight, didn't Errol get on Twitter and say, I feel like I'm being played? Everyone thought it was one thing, but it was another. They made the fight without the help of Al Heyman. And Errol looked like crap in that ring, did he not? His plane ain't fall out the sky. But I understand he had a rib injury. And Lord knows what else. I heard he had a rib injury. He may have been on pain meds, whatever, man. I know that ain't look like the Errol Spence we was used to seeing in that ring that day. Now, I'm not a little Bud One fan square. If Errol ain't speaking on it, who am I? But I'm just saying. Randall was on something. He was on to something. And maybe Randall can't say too much because his plane might fall out the sky. Okay, Randall, you want to work a 9 to 5, whatever, but guess what, man? You know what? If any of this gets back out, specifics. I don't know, bro. Might have an accident. You gotta be careful out here. If y'all think boxing don't run like that, Todd French in that super chat salute, he said, in a tragic turn of events, could it be that Loma is being treated as the A side to Tank? Tank would be forced to do what Loma wants for the fight. I'm telling you, Todd, don't be surprised if this fight ends up being a 50-50 fight financially when it's signed. I am so interested, and I'm not a numbers guy. I'll go to BF or tune in a knockout. Because if it's anything, like if you find out, first of all, I'm going to assume what they're not going to talk about is money. I'm going to assume that. You ain't going to hear nothing about money. You ain't going to hear anything about money. I'm pretty sure you ain't going to be hearing about, because everyone's going to assume that Loma's the B side, and which he is. He's supposed to be. Who are you with 3 losses, right? But then again, Ryan Garcia financially was the A side to Devin. Devin was undefeated. Ryan had a loss. How can this be? This is Lomachenko. This was gonna sell. This was gonna do numbers. And Loma said money don't drive. Loma said money don't drive me, man. I'm good. You go ahead and do something, you monkey. You ape. Big ape. By the way, let me ask y'all a question. This is a little sidebar. How would y'all feel if moving forward, Lomachenko kept referring to Tank as the big ape, just out of nowhere? How would y'all feel? How would y'all feel? Let me just say this. If y'all wouldn't feel no kind of way, if y'all would just sit back and say, hey, man, F that. Tank is the big ape. If that is how y'all would take that, I will spit in your face. Because he's playing with y'all. He's playing off y'all words. It's just like Ryan and Teofimo wanting to use the N-word. It's just like that. And if y'all are too airheaded to understand that, there's no hope for you. What if Loma just, hey, I fight the big ape when I want to fight big ape. I want to fight Big Ape 6 years ago, but Big Ape stayed on Twitter. but you know, he's Big Ape, so I make Big Ape wait. He's just Big Ape. A lot of y'all be like, yeah, he got it right. Take the Big Ape. I'd be like, you stupid maniacs. You dumb. Oh my God, you guys. Oh.
Unified, undefeated. Unified, undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated. Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What the hell is even that?
That wouldn't offend y'all? No. I understand. You know, I actually like Tank fans. You know why? They prove my point. Tank fans legit prove my point about everything. About black people not being on code, about black people remaining ignorant in a bubble, about black people not wanting to learn anything new. Black people not understanding exactly how to move in life. The most ignorant of ignorance, go to a pro tank page and just look at the chat. The person doing dialogue might be articulate, but just read the chat. Read the chat. Everything you need to know is right there. And I'm telling you, money's not going to come up in this fight. But he's sunning Tank right now. I'm not interested. Money don't move me. I don't feel like it. Y'all are not going to say anything? Y'all not going to say anything? It's a new day, but I've seen it before. Different day, same ish. We've been here before. Todd French back in that super chat. He said Tank came to the reality that he needs Loma more than he let on. Loma was considered to be the boogeyman to Tank years back. Hashtag redemption theme. Wow. Let me tell you something. If Tank didn't pay attention to poison water, altered gloves, paid off corners, I'm telling you, y'all about to see how dirty this game is. Y'all better pray for Tank. What the hell? What? Woke, salute. This is weird. I'm looking at Woke on my StreamYard. He has a comment right underneath Todd French's super chat. But I'm looking at the damn page. It goes right to KBG. That is bugged. Lada, salute. How is that possible, y'all? Nope. No. This is the stuff I'm be talking about. This is the part where I take my phone, go to, see? Documentation beats conversation, y'all. Let's press record real quick. If you notice right here, this is the YouTube page. All right, I'm streaming. Wait a minute. I think I know what's going on. You know where Woke is? It just dawned on me. I'm also streaming from Bear Cave. Hold on. That is crazy. My bad. That's on me. That's my bad. He's on Bear Cave. There you go. I see you now. There you go. Salute to everybody on Bear Cave. There you go. Okay, I got you now. We trying to run the numbers up everywhere. We working smarter, not harder. There you go. Adam Hurley says, I don't blame, Connor, what's good, brother? Adam Hurley says, I don't blame Loma for having no interest in getting knocked out. Well, let's talk about that, good brother. Let's talk about that. And P, what's good? Let's talk about that. Does Tank win this fight? Let's talk about that. Does he win this fight? Adam, you say he has no interest in getting knocked out. Well, that's the general conception that Tank will win by knockout. And I hear that. But what makes you honestly believe that Tank wins this fight? I want you to look at the meme, Adam, because I know you just pulled up. What makes you think Tank wins this fight? I'm talking to the good brother, Adam. Yeah, press. Loma duck Tank. But what makes you think that Tank beats him? He says Tank knocks out Loma. I have no doubt. Well, we had no doubt that we had a fight in November, and what happened? He pulled out, not because of an injury. What did he say? Do y'all know what he said? I'm talking to Adam and Press. What did he say? Because he damn sure ducked Tank, but what did he say? What did he say? Because I know y'all just pulled up, and I urge y'all, Press, Adam, I urge y'all. See, y'all talking about X's and O's in the ring. I urge y'all, watch this live from the beginning. Because I said a lot leading up to this. And I'm talking to y'all specifically. Because I'm putting y'all up on game. When I tell y'all that this is deeper than boxing, I don't know how else to tell y'all this, man. Look at the meme. Who do you see on the meme, y'all? I'm talking to Adam and the young brother Press. Adam, by the way, how old are you, good brother? How old are you? Oh, yeah, Press, he said some scary ass shit. But what did he say specifically, though? There's a reason why I'm asking you guys. There's a reason why I'm asking. I'm trying to put y'all on the game. Because it's deeper than the X's and O's. This is what I'm saying. I know some of y'all get on here and think we some conspiracy theorists. No. We've been around. We know how this works. And there's something afoot. But it's amazing that y'all don't see it. Press, of course it was some scary-ish. Of course. You're not wrong. But I'm trying to show y'all something. Let me just go ahead and just ask y'all. Why do you think he's allowed to get away with this? Messenger, salute. There's a reason why this stream is so important. Look at who's in the meme, y'all. Adam, how old are you, good brother? How old are you? I don't have a problem with you saying. If you say Tank knocks out all these guys, that's great. You're entitled to that. You could be right. We don't know because he didn't fight everybody. But I don't want to harbor on that. What I'm asking you is, we thought we had a fight and we don't. And how is it being handled? Y'all taking too long. Let me point something out to you. When Floyd Mayweather was going through his heartache with Manny Pacquiao, for 5 years online, Floyd was called a chicken by old media, by pack-tards, by self-hating Negroes. Press, he didn't say anything about wanting to be with his family. Well, he may have said, I stand corrected. He may have said he wants to hang with his family and yada, yada, yada. But the thing that stood out was that money don't move me. Money don't move me. Adam, you're saying everything that I'm not asking. All right, now look, young men, this is the part where I just need you to pay attention, y'all. Because believe it or not, am I not showing a bit of concern for Tank? You think he knocks Loma out? That's great. That's great. He might. But do y'all understand boxing? I was just talking about it a whole lot before y'all pulled up. And y'all young men, y'all got here late. That's what I'm saying. When class starts late, you come in the middle. Bill Spoolie, what up? Bob. When y'all come into class late, y'all don't understand the full lesson, man. And I'm lenient. Don't do this shit with Stormy. Get to the back of the classroom. I'm giving a lesson right here. I'm not dumping on Tank. I'm not dumping on Shakur. What does it say in the middle of the meme right here? It says, I tried to warn you. I'm telling y'all, they are about to try and get this kid. And y'all know I don't F with Tank at all. I don't like this kid. I don't like him. But what do I say in this meme? I tried to warn you. Now he's on the radar. And something weird is about to happen. Audacity, what up, brother? Something weird is about to happen with this kid. And you see it when this dude says, money don't move me. And he said he's not motivated to fight Tank. Here's my question. How is he allowed to get away with this? Has anybody on ESPN called him a coward yet? Anybody? Adam, you really don't get the point of the show, brother. You really don't understand the point of the show. What am I talking about right now, Adam? What do you think I'm talking about right now? What do you think I'm talking about right now? Adam, I'm talking to Adam right now. Press, I think he understands what I'm saying. Adam, I've never seen you before. You can have this opinion about Tank. I don't really care about that. But Adam, what do you think I'm talking about right now? What do you think this live stream is about? Read the title of the stream. Then read the meme. What do you think I'm talking about right now? I'm not even talking about who wins. Because realistically, I don't care. I don't deal with any of these fighters on this page. I don't deal with Loma. I don't deal with Tank. I don't deal with Shakur as of 3 days ago. I don't. Adam, what do you think? Read the titles. Read what the name of the live stream is and read the meme. What do you really think I'm talking about? Let me see how good your comprehension skills are. And I'm not making fun of you. I'm not trying to argue with you. This is a lesson. You see, this is what I say, you know, when the OGs, when we try and school the youth, when we see these young kids acting a certain way, the popular thing to say is who's his OGs? Back in my day is who's raising these kids? Because you're gonna assume he had no father in his life, had no parents in his life, had no uncles in his life, or some dudes in the street that they looked up to that taught them the right thing to do. You understand? Adam, you've been typing, brother. I asked you, what do you think? First of all, I asked you how old you were. Because you could be my age. That's why I asked you. You see, here we go. See, this is what I'm saying. He's getting, don't block him, please. Because now he's on the Summer Jam screen. He said to Loma's the A side means you don't know what you're talking about. So that's what you think that this was about? You're 1,532 years old. That means you're 15. I'll take that. So I'm talking to a 15 years old. Andrew Gray, what up? I'm talking to a 15 years old. You're much older than me. How old am I? You see, here you go. This is the youth talking, y'all. You see what I mean? And this, ladies and gentlemen, Press, you see this, right? Press, you see this, right? I'm talking to Press because Press is a young man. You see this, right? Was I rude to young man? Was I rude to this young man? No. The Maroon, salute. T Hunt, salute. Was I rude to this young man? No. I've been talking on this show for an hour and a half. Almost an hour and a half. I've been very respectful. And actually, this live is about actually concern about two black fighters. And now he's in here looking for smoke. Bitching over what? What am I bitching over? This is what happens when you ask the kid who can't read in class to read out loud. And he starts deflecting and throwing spitballs. When you say, you know what, just leave the classroom. What does he do? I'll beat you up. I'll F you up. I'll beat up everybody. You might. But it doesn't negate from the fact that you can't read. It doesn't negate from the fact that you can't comprehend. This is a child right here. And what's crazy is, this is a young black man right here that I'm talking to. Instead of sitting down and saying, hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. Let me try and figure out what's going on. This is what you call wrong and strong. This is the dumb kid. This is the type of kid where the police come up in front of his building, in front of his projects, because that's where you know he lives, non-fireman shots. And the good cop comes up and says, hey, bro, listen. I need you just to move from in front of here for about an hour. You violate my civil rights. And the cop says, yo, look, I ain't trying to do this tonight. You see the lieutenant? You see that tall white guy in there? You see that tall white man over there? That's my boss. He's gonna make, if he comes over here, he's gonna make me put cuffs on you. I'm asking you. Please just move, take a walk. Please, you can't stand here. You violate my civil rights and F you in. Next thing you know, it's Friday night and you in the precinct until Sunday morning. You literally talked yourself into some garbage. So instead of admitting that you don't know something, you in here throwing punches, verbal punches over a guy that you identify with. I ain't gonna call you gay yet. But everything about Tank you identify with. The tattoos, the problems with the law, the lack of his grasp with the English language, all of that stuff, his hair, all of that stuff is pretty. You're in complete defense mode. And I don't like this kid, but you're too stupid to understand that the focus of this live is the privilege of Lomachenko that we've been talking about for goddamn 8 years already. That's the problem. You don't see Bob Arum in this meme. You don't even know who he is. You don't see Mauricio Suleiman in this meme. You don't even know who he is. That's the problem. That this white man from the Ukraine, and although you're an absolute nightmare and rude and disrespectful, I'm still gonna put you on game. This white man came from the Ukraine with his white privilege, and they told us that they've never seen anything so skillful since Sugar Ray Leonard and Muhammad Ali. The man got 3 losses. He hasn't avenged them. And when it came, and Tank ducked him for 5 years. And some of us stood in the pocket for him. And now when it comes time for him to fight, we thought we had to fight in November. And he says, I'm not interested. I'm going to chill with my family. Money don't drive me. I'll fight him when I'm ready. And all I'm asking is where's the ridicule for that white man in the middle smiling? You know what you're going to hear now? That Loma's sitting down? You know what ESPN is not going to do? They ain't going to drag Loma. You know what they're going to tell you, Adam? Let me put your comment back up there. You know what they're going to tell you, Adam? Well, he reserves to say that because wasn't Lomachenko trying to fight Tank for like 5 years?
Whoa!
Go! Young man, I understand you're hurting. Young man, I understand you can't articulate a mother effing thing. Young man, I understand that you're too angry. You're too angry to even engage in a conversation. I don't like Tank for reasons that have nothing to do with boxing. But here I am. This wasn't the time or space to drag Tank. I was talking about Lomachenko exercising an imaginary A-side, and y'all are not doing anything about it. Press, I'm not talking about Devin. And this is the other stupidity that I'm talking about. This is what BF goes through every day. I'm not talking about Devin. The only part of this live that I mentioned Devin was how Devin, they said that they don't listen to YouTube channels and no big bites are made on YouTube. We don't watch YouTube. Devin gets on 7 Days live stream and said, I ain't gonna let no white boy beat me. And it went viral literally in 4 hours. They deemed him a racist and all of that. Where were you when that happened, Press? Was you standing in the pocket? Because that was unfair treatment. They dragged Devin and threatened to cancel him, but Sergey Kovalev could come to this country, beat up a white woman, kick the dog, catch a DUI, and get awarded with a $12 million payday with Canelo Alvarez. Press, are you paying attention? Is Devin in this meme? I'm actually defending Tank and Shakur. What are you talking about? Press, is that you in this avatar? I know I asked you before, but I want to make sure. Is that you? With the headgear and boxing gloves? Yeah, Prince, I got a lot of patience because I know what I'm dealing with. Press, is that you? You trying to go pro? Watch this show from the top. I dropped a lot of gems. See, you just pull up late. You walk into the classroom in the middle of the lesson. You don't know what the hell's going on. That's you? You trying to go pro? Go to the top of the show. Go to the top of the show because boxing is purely entertainment. And I'm just going to be very blunt, man. For you to reach the epitome in the entertainment industry, you have to do a lot of sacrifices. Which is your integrity. Your favorite fighter might have got his cheeks clapped. Yeah, I said it. I did security for a lot of, okay, I'm talking too much. I've seen some things. And this is before the social media era. Where I've come home to the block like, yo, did you know so-and-so was gay and da-da-da-da? Oh, the term hating wasn't around. The shorties, the girls would just be like, oh, you just jealous. Jealous? I know what I saw. The dude you salivating over was tonguing down so-and-so. I saw it. What you mean? Your favorite rapper might be gay. Your favorite athlete might be gay. Your favorite actor might be gay. Yeah, Prince, and I gave him a wrench for a reason. I gave him a wrench for a reason. I did it on purpose. Because something's going on with Tank right now. And all they're talking about is, oh, he knocks him out. And I said, he might. Oh, audacity. Absolutely. Floyd is the P. Diddy of boxing. Absolutely. What grown man with a family, he has kids of his own, never been married, surrounds himself with strippers, right? Surrounds himself with strippers with a broken household. He's ODing. He's ODing, trying to prove his masculinity. But wearing boots all the way up to his nuts. And says, hey man, they're Gucci though. I don't care. You got on a thong too and some boy shorts, it's Gucci too? I don't care. Yeah, but it's made for men. Exactly. I don't care. Was here? That's the line. And salute to George Carlin. He's one of my favorite comedians. And salute to BFTB for putting them in all his intros. It's a big club and you ain't in it. Let me ask y'all a question. What's the real reason why Tank ain't dealing with Floyd? I'm asking. What's the real reason? The real reason why he ain't dealing with Floyd. Talk to me. Talk to me. What's the real reason? What's the real reason all those young fighters are leaving Floyd? Are y'all doing your homework for real? Or y'all just watching boxing? It's real easy to say, oh, this guy beat that guy beat that guy. And then when the fight happens, you're like, what's going on? Why this guy looking like he ain't never fought a day in his life? Press, go to the top of the live and start from the beginning. This is not about dragging Shakur. This is not about dragging Tank. I'm talking about privilege. At the end of the day, they don't, realistically, if Loma was black, you know what he'd be? Press, if Loma was black, you know who he'd be? He'd be Amir Imam. Who's that? Uh-oh. Y'all remember Amir Imam? I'll say it one more time. If Loma was black, he'd be Amir Imam. What's really going on? Because boxing is entertainment. Jake Paul proving that. One more time. Jake Paul proving that. I'll say it again. Jake Paul proving that. What's really going on in boxing? Why was Randall Bailey really beefing with Al Heyman? Don't act like y'all don't see the screen. Why are those up-and-coming fighters leaving Floyd? Now, based off of what I know about the entertainment industry, acting, music, rap, why do you think artists like Sukihana and Sexy Red are 12 times more popular than Lauryn Hill? But at the Soul Train Awards, you had a bunch of smuts bouncing around on stage, and then they threw Lauryn Hill in the mix of that. Were they really paying homage to her musical genius, or letting us know that everything she did didn't matter? Because at the end of the day, they're letting us know you're going to do what we tell you to do. Are y'all paying attention, or are y'all just watching? Are y'all paying attention, or are you just watching? Huh? What happened to the little homie that was being disrespectful? Too much for you? You had to leave, or what happened? What happened? What happened? Adam. Oh, somebody blocked him. I asked y'all not to block him. Y'all remember me, Mom? What happened? One loss and they threw him out. They threw the baby out the bathwater, didn't they? Exactly, Shawa. That's exactly like the Queen Neek said. The Negro lose one time, hang it up. This dude lost his second pro fight, and here we are, literally 7 years later, and he's telling Tank what he's gonna do and what he's not gonna do, and y'all ain't saying anything. Guys like Adam ain't saying, he ain't nowhere, he ain't doing no lives, he ain't nobody. The only person that's probably going in on Loma is Knockout. That's it. That's it. The only person that's gonna go in on Loma is Knockout. That's it. That's it. That's it. Y'all saw BF's live? Didn't he tell you this fight wasn't gonna happen? Was y'all listening? Or okay, well, we're haters though. We're haters. Is the fight happening? Nope. I'm actually trying to be in Vegas. November's the birthday month. Scorpio, stand up. And I said, oh, they fighting? I might have to head out there. Definitely. Now he's saying, I do what I want. I fight the big ape. I fight the big ape when I'm ready. I hang with my family, and money don't move me. Pay-per-view don't move me. I matrix. I do what I want. The big ape can wait. Big ape can wait. Bars. The big ape can wait. Bars. He gonna start rhyming on y'all. You're gonna have to hit him with a Don DeMarco. Big ape can wait. I push weight, you masturbate. Don DeMarco. He's freestyling on y'all. He's freestyling on y'all. And y'all ain't doing anything about it. Don't bring it to me. Because you know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at his skin. Pushed by Bob Arum. Pushed by Mauricio Sillyman. Franchise statuses and all of that stuff. How they tried to maneuver Teofimo Lopez around Devin Haney. All of these things. And I still got a brother coming in here talking about Devin. This has nothing to do with Devin. This has nothing to do with Devin. I'm literally telling you, I don't like these two kids. But I'm telling you what they're trying to do to them. Do not be surprised if Tank Davis' next fight is a loss. Don't be surprised. If his opponent makes it to 12, they're going to get him. Shakur needs a knockout his next fight. Whoever he fights next, the cards is done. And I'm going to tell you something else that Loma's doing. He's sitting out to let the two monkeys figure it out. Because now that he's taking the back seat, y'all remember? Let me talk to Press and Adam. Y'all remember what Coach Cal said about Shakur? Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember what he said? I played it a bunch of times when he spoke to the brother Marco. When he mentioned Shakur versus Tank, Coach Cal said, why would we want that fight? He said that. Why would we want that fight? And his excuse was, you know, when Tank knocked down Ryan, they got the score on that round one. I think last I checked, unless something's changed, a knockdown is a 10-8 round. They scored that wrong. And I said it then. If you think I'm just talking, keep thinking that. I told y'all the way they scored that round, if Ryan made it to the 12th round, they were gonna rob Tank. That was apparent. I said, damn. Tank needed a knockout to win. If y'all didn't pick that up then, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. I'm not even talking up on Tank. I don't like the kid. I'm speaking their facts. They agree or disagree. Yes or no? Were they about to, if Ryan Garcia doesn't lose that fight by a body shot, if he made it to 12, were they not gonna rob Tank? Yes or no? Steve O'Sly in that super chat salute, he said, but Tank's the face of boxing. Laugh my, of course. Loma just sunned this kid, and y'all not saying nothing. I'm talking to the Tank fans now. They were gonna rob Tank versus Ryan. He needed a knockout to win. And when they read the scores on that round, I said, how's that not a 10-8 round? He knocked the hell out of him. We all saw it. What? I said, man, they're gonna rob this kid. They're gonna rob this kid. They're gonna rob this kid. Eric Wright, he said, why do I hate Tank? Go to my channel and look at it. Go to Drew Titan LLC and put in Tank's name and just listen. Because I ain't getting into it. I hate this fucking kid. I do. It ain't got nothing to do with boxing. There. It ain't got nothing to do with boxing. Phenomenal athlete. He does backflips like the monkey he is. But it ain't got nothing to do with, some of it has something to do with boxing. But the majority of it is him being a fake black man. And he's a grown adolescent. And he's uneducated. But never mind that. I'm telling you what they're about to do to these kids. Him and Shakur. Coach Cal said, why would we do that? That brand of Tank needing to knock everybody out, it's on him now. No, it's not. Or is it? Maybe Coach Cal knows something we don't know. So if he thinks fighting Shakur, if he don't get a knockout on Shakur, that it's going to be a loss, what do you think's going to happen if he makes it to 12 with Loma? Or if Loma makes it to 12 with him? What do you think's going to happen? Now let me bring something up. Before you say, oh, well, Tank, he's still going to win. Deontay Wilder fought Tyson Fury, was the champion in the first fight, knocked Fury down 2 times, and got a draw. How? Why y'all acting like, watch this, if the only rounds Deontay won was the 10-8 rounds, then Fury should have won. It's 12 rounds in the fight. That fight was not a draw. So I'm going to ask you, if Loma makes it to 12 with Tank, what do you think they're going to do? And before you say anything, look at the 2 old motherfuckers on the left-hand side. And then think about the question I just asked you. Think about it. When I tell you this is deeper than boxing, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Some of you are too ridiculous to even realize when someone's giving you some game here. You just think, oh, Tank goes in there, he knocks everybody out. Yeah, okay, you think so? You better hope so. Because those 2 demons on the left side, if they have anything to say about it, and plus, his only safety net was Floyd Mayweather. Y'all do know that, right? Because Floyd's part of the in crowd. He's no longer with the safety net. What happened to Adrian Broner? Wasn't Adrian Broner supposed to be the next Floyd? Y'all remember that? What happened? Exactly, Dill Spoolie. Y'all need to know if Loma goes 12 with Tank, he's going to win. Loma goes 12 with Shakur, he's going to win. But you know what he just did? And let me just cut to the chase here. Because a lot of you young cats, y'all are not paying attention. My personal feelings about Tank have nothing to do with this. My personal feelings with Shakur have nothing to do with this. My personal feelings, the fact that y'all don't feel the same, tells me everything I need to know about you as black people. But that's another conversation. I'm talking the business of boxing right now. And that's something that y'all are not paying attention to. And I'm going to be right here telling you I told you so. Thank you, Dill Spoolie. We just watched what happened on Shockey Forster. They were trying to get him for 3 fights. He got in there with a cheating Mexican with altered gloves. Then he got in there in Mexico. They were going to try and rob him. He needed to knock out the win. They finally got him. 2 weeks ago, they finally got him. There was no part of that fight he lost. And they got him. Because the WBC sees no value of him hanging around the belts. Now, Mauricio Suleiman is talking about corruption, and he wants to put 6 referees in championship fights. He wants to save the Olympic boxing program. He has nothing to say with Shockey Forster. He has nothing to say with what happened. Did he make a statement? Did I miss it? Am I missing something? Did he say that it was did he grab the mic and say it was a robbery and an uproar? Hasn't he done that in the past? I know Bob Arum has. Did any of these dudes stand in the pocket for Shockey Forster? So great. And I know Shockey Forster's not the rock star Tank is. but that was on the undercard of Shakur. And if you go to my page, yo, when they did that, I said, man, that's crazy. And I said, I hope Shakur saw that, but I hope he doesn't go in there and does something he's not used to doing, because they might be looking to rob him tonight too. But how about this? How many times you heard me say these people are symbolic? That was a warning shot. Shakur, you're gonna play ball. All this time, we can't put your black ass on pay-per-view. We got away with that with Floyd. We ain't finna doing that with you. Boss, all these years, we ain't put you on pay-per-view. We did it with Floyd. We ain't finna do it with you. He's not confident to be a free agent. Did Blue say he's going to the PBC? I didn't watch his video. I don't know. Blue would know. Salute, Kevin Effect. That's absolute corruption. But you Tank and Shakur nut huggers, never mind how I feel. I'm giving you game. I'm not even, I'm telling y'all what they're about to do to them. Oh, Tank knocks everybody out. He might. I'm telling you he needs to. Because on the left side of this meme, that's the problem. And you see it. Has anybody in ESPN called Lomachenko a coward? I'm waiting. Salute to Steve-O slide back in that super chat. He says, because Tank's a primate. That's exactly what he is. That's exactly what he is. But hey, I need everyone to wake up for a minute. I need everybody, all the Tank fans that are twiddling their thumbs. I'm asking y'all, has anybody called Loma a coward? Eric Wright says Tank outboxing all the lames at 135. I wish he would do it. But Eric Wright, do you understand the purpose of this live stream at all? Do you understand the live stream at all? I'm really not talking about who wins or loses, because the reality is we don't know. To your point of what you're saying, I don't know how there was all that movement with belts at 135 and Tank didn't intervene with any of it. Devin, Loma, Shakur, Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos, no matter how brief it was, all of those guys was putting in work with each other, and Tank was giving you Hector Garcia. I'm just making that point. I'm just making that point. You can't tell me it's because of sales, because who the hell was Eastside Cruz and Rolly Romero? They weren't pay-per-view stars. But I digress. But do you know what this live stream is about? Is what I'm asking. What is this live stream about? Read the live stream and then read the meme. There should be over 200 pro Tank channels on YouTube ripping Loma all summer long, for the rest of the summer, all the way up to November. I need to know why I don't have no smoke for this white guy. Because if Devin did exactly this, it'd be on ESPN. My live streams would be bombarded with 1 million Tank fans. And guess what I'm telling you, Eric? Justifiably so. Because if Devin did exactly this, I'd be on the phone with Bill like, Bill, what the fuck, bro? What is this? Isn't this what you said you wanted? That's the difference between me and the rest of you guys. Question: if Tank said, I don't want to fight Loma, I'm not motivated, I'm the A side, would y'all stand in the pocket for that? I'll tell you what I'd say. I'd be like, hey man, typical. He's been ducking him for 5 years. Eric, you know that he was ducking, he been ducking Loma for 5 years. You do know that, right? Eric, right? Eric, you know that, right? Eric, right? Eric, you know that Tank was ducking Loma for 5 years, right? You do know that, right? You do know that. Exactly, Brandon. Where's Stephen A. Snitch? calling Loma stupid. He says false. Eric says false. Why didn't they fight, Eric? I love this. Now you see where he's taking it, right? He fired a shot, I responded. Michael James, what up? He fired a shot, I responded. Now we all know the truth here. We all know the truth. But I'm just curious, you saying it's false. How? Because I know the truth. Playboy, what's good? T Hunt, salute. How's it false? I'll wait on you. I got a little bit of time. I'll wait. How's it false? Good brother, how's it false? We're going back 5 years. I'll wait on you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Waiting on you. You said it's false. Was that an emotional response? Or do you know something I don't know? Because everybody knows that's true. Tank ducked this man for 5 years. He was supposed to handle this man 5 years ago. If he did that, we wouldn't be here. Here we go. He says Floyd wouldn't make the fight. Tank and Coach Kenny been asking for Loma. Then Floyd told Tank he didn't need to rush for Loma. Now Tank's his own boss and picks his own opponents. That's interesting. Tell me why Leonard Ellaby said when asked, Tank makes his own fights. He makes his own decisions. What happened there? Is Leonard Ellaby a liar? Coach Kenny been asking for Loma? You sure? Because I beg to differ. Because Tank is the A side. He's been the A side. Tank makes his own decisions. That's what Leonard Ellaby told us. Now Floyd did say, yeah, he could pump his brakes. Loma has to fight. He's old. He said that. That part is true. But Leonard Ellaby is the one that said, take a star. You don't make no demands. Tank makes the demands. What happened to that? He was still with Floyd when that conversation happened. So you mean to tell me, Eric Wright, you mean to tell me that Tank gave you all of this instead of Vasily Lomachenko? Never mind Devin Haney. But he did all of this instead of Vasily Lomachenko? That's what you mean? But this is a guy that calls his own shots. So who's lying? He says that was when he honored his contract with Floyd. He just started with Ryan. Nonsense. Before that, Leonard Ellaby said, Tank a star. You don't make no demands. Tank makes his demands. He was asked, who makes his fights? Tank is his own boss. That's what we were told. So I'm asking you, Leonard Ellaby was lying? Thank you, Shawa. That part. Because the only brother who is the boss, y'all disrespect the hell out of him. Because I know Devin was at 135 weight drain looking for all the smoke. He gave you all of this. He didn't give you Devin. He didn't give you Kambosos. He didn't give you Teofimo Lopez. He didn't give you Vasily Lomachenko. And then when Devin vacated his belts and went to 140, Shakur and Tank was sitting at 135 just staring at each other. I just knew that fight was next, but I should have known. I should have known. B3 says they call Loma a good business for holding out for more money. Listen, I'm going to ask, because I'm not a numbers guy, but I'm going to ask, what's the split here? Even if it's 60-40, I'm going to laugh. Because according to how y'all think, it's not even supposed to be that. Should be like 80-20. He says, I guarantee you won't find no interview that Leonard said that before the Hector fight. Let me ask you a question, Eric, right? Has Tank been the A side at everything since 5 years ago? A sides do what they want to do. The same thing that applied to Devin Haney is the same thing that applied to Loma. Tank could have did anything he wanted to do. Now you're saying all of this, right? But watch this, Eric Wright. Didn't Floyd threaten Tank with Lomachenko? I think it's time. Remember that? Because it's time. Remember that? Who remembers that? It's time. We were running around the internet saying that because it was funny. We was like, hold on, did he just threaten him with Lomachenko? It's time. Y'all remember that? That's about 5 years ago. About 4 years ago. It's time. Remember that? That means the fight could have been made. In Tank, the A side didn't do it. It's a duck. The bottom line is, Lomachenko was the A side's responsibility. Teofimo took care of it. Devin Haney took care of it. And now it's Tank's turn. And by the way, I don't hear anyone saying that Tank is fighting Teofimo or Devin Haney's leftovers. What Loma said is, I'm not motivated to fight the undefeated Tank Davis. Am I in the twilight zone? But bigger than that, Eric, what is my live stream about? You see it? You see how we get sidetracked? You're in defense mode. Now I went off on your journey to prove a point. Y'all see that? Y'all see this, right? I hope y'all are paying attention. He was not threatening him with a Thurman fight, Eric. He was not. It was Lomachenko. Stop, Eric. I need you to stop. I need you to stop. We was all here for it. But I asked you a question. Brother, what is my live stream about? Read the title and read the meme. What is my live stream about? You see, this is what Tank fans do. You're trying to take it somewhere. You don't even realize this is actually coming from a place of concern. I'm still black, y'all. You're running around here defending Tank. If he takes his monkey ass in there with Lomachenko, something gonna happen that you don't like. The business has taken over. And don't look now, Eric. Floyd is no longer dealing with Tank. The same Floyd who told Ryan Garcia to come in overweight. Read the meme. You've been baited by the goddamn title. Now read the meme. And listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking about Loma, but in the meme, who else is there? Eric, name the names in the meme on the left side of the page, please. I know G McCall. Now that you've been properly baited with the title, congratulations. Who's in the meme? Not the fighters. Who's in the meme? So when I say I tried to warn you, what am I talking about? Again, another guy that came into the class late. What was I talking about this entire stream? Was it about boxing, X's and O's? Or was it about the Fugazi business? Who's in the meme, Eric? There's two men on the left side of the meme. Who's there? Now, why would I put them there? Hello? It don't take that long to put these men's name in it. Eric, I'm asking you a question. You type in paragraphs and sentences. Just give the last names of the two men on the left-hand side of the screen. I know you know who they are. Nobody help them. Hello? Unbelievable. Let me find out. You know more about the happenings in Tank's career and the names of people involved and the names of people around him, and don't know the two men's name on the left-hand side of the page. Don't nobody put the names in the page or in the chat, please. Eric, I'm asking you, who are the names of the two men on the left-hand side of the screen, for Pete's sake? Hello? Yeah, Bob, put the other name in it. Who's the other man? Because it's very important for you to ask what Bob has to do with it. Tells me everything I need to know about you. Who's the other man? It's very important. It's very important because I'm going to play something for you. And I urge you to go to the front of this broadcast and listen from the beginning. I am not a Lomachenko fan at all. But I was talking about privilege. That's what this live is about. And when I say I tried to warn you, their fix is in for Tank. They're trying to get him. They're trying to get Shakur. But who are the two men? You said, Bob, who's the other guy? I asked you for two names. Eric, don't do that. What's his name, bro? What's his name, bro? See, family, I need y'all to, when I tell y'all, it is important, y'all don't need to engage with everybody. Because it's not worth it. There's only a handful of people in my real life that I can talk boxing to. A handful. I don't talk boxing to everybody. Oh, Tank knocks everybody out. You ask him a simple question. Why ain't he fight Devin Haney on the pro level? Oh, don't matter. He'll knock him out. Tank beats everybody at 135. Okay. Why ain't fight Teofimo Lopez? Oh, he ain't decided to do what he want. Why ain't fight Loma? Okay, why ain't fight Shakur? Oh, you need to fight Shakur. Shakur don't make no money. Okay, he don't make no money. How come he fought Hector Garcia? Oh, yeah, he's Latino. Huh? What? And then when I ask you, who's the guy in the meme? First of all, you didn't give me Bob's last name, which is alarming. And then you're not giving me the name. You can Google it. But I'm asking you for names. I said, who are the men on the left hand? I can't believe Mauricio. All right, let's do that. You're not giving me last names, so that's cool. Eric, why do you think I have them in the meme? I just gave you the answer. But why do you think? Let me see how well your listening skills are. Why do you think I have them in the meme? Now that I done clickbaited you into here, you hear what I have to say. You're saying that I'm saying he's the A side and he's not. Now you're listening to me. Now that you know that I'm not a Loma fan. You're looking at the meme and you're seeing me say, I tried to warn you. Warn. What does warn mean? You're giving someone a heads up on something that's about to happen. You don't know my material. I normally don't talk boxing on this platform. I have a whole other channel, Drew Titan LLC. You will know I'm not a Lomachenko fan. But now that you're here, why do I put the president of the WBC and the owner of the WBO? Look what he says, y'all. You act like they're trying to set Tank up for failure. I'm acting like they're trying to set up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a casual to the highest of degree. Highest. I'm acting. And you see, this is how, let me put this back up there. This is how these dudes get away with, I'm talking about the WBO, the WBA with Michael Fox, Mauricio Sillyman with Franchon Cruz Dessert. This is how they get away with murder. Because of things like what Eric Wright is saying. I'm acting like they're trying to set Tank up. Eric Wright, what happened to Michael Fox in reference to the WBA? Watch this, y'all. I'm showing you how people don't qualify. I'm showing you how people do not qualify. Don't block them. I'm showing you how people don't qualify. He said, I'm acting. I'm acting. As if they're trying to set him up. Okay, you go ahead and ignore those men if you want to. Let me tell you something. Deontay Wilder ignored it. And what happened to him? But you're gonna tell me that Deontay wasn't cheated though, right? O'Shaquie Foster ignored things. And what did we see happen to him? Why would you say they've been doing this to black fighters for years? Ain't nothing new. But prior to that, you said that I act like they're trying to set him up. Act? That's a key word right there. Act? I'm not acting like anything. I'm going off of what you just said. They've been doing this to us for years. So I don't have to act out anything, young man. So they've been doing this for... So Eric, where is the ridicule for Loma saying, I'm bored with it, I don't need to do it, I'll do it when I'm ready. Money don't move me. Where's the ridicule? I'm not even talking about YouTubers or Twitters. Where's ESPN? Calling him a coward. They were on Devin Haney's ass when he said, I never lose to a white boy. Now we could say, hey man, that white boy about to lose the Tank. They'll ridicule us. But Tank said, money don't move me, I'm not interested right now. You want to talk about us doing it. Now let me put this back up. They've been doing this to us for years. This dude is sitting back and he wants Shakur and Tank to fight. Why? Why do you think he wants that, Eric? Why do you think that? Why do you think Loma wants to sit it out and hope that Shakur and Tank fight each other? Why do you think that? Let me check your brain right now. Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Come on. Come on. Come on now. Why do you think that? Come on, brother. It don't take that long to type. Why do you think that? It's very easy. Taking long, brother. You taking real long. Got to get on here and educate. He says, I'm acting as if they're trying to set the brother up. But then he says they've been doing this to black fighters for years. Andre Joe, salute. That's a living contradiction. So if I can't be acting anything if they've been doing this to us for years. I said it last night. All this talk about what Don King did. Don King was never investigated by the FBI. Don King wasn't brought into Congress and made to admit that he was fixing fights. Don King doesn't have a board in his office talking about no black fighters, or I don't want my black fighters fighting any white fighters. The offices of Top Rank does, who has a working relationship with ESPN, who has a working relationship with Mauricio Sillyman. The WBC. Exactly, Prince. And this point proven, y'all. When I tell y'all, some people don't qualify to have a conversation with you about boxing. You gotta understand, some of these guys, they might have seen boxing here and there, and they know a little something. But I'm telling y'all, they're fans of fighters. BFTV says this all the time, damn near every day. These guys are fans of fighters. Whatever their reasoning is, that's none of my concern. That's none of my concern. If you like Tank because you like his fighting style, that's fine. You like him because, and I'm not clowning this morning, y'all. If you like him because he has a look that you identify with the tats and everything else, I get it. We identify with Mike Tyson growing up because he was young and he was from Brooklyn, and we just identified he was us. He was young and he was a bad mofo. So we identified with that. Mike Tyson brought in a litness of young fans into the sport. But the trade-off was, although that translated to eyesight and sales, trade-off was you had a bunch of casuals back then, all they knew was Mike Tyson. And if you asked a young cat like myself back in I was a lot more educated than my friends because I came up in the gym. But a lot of my friends thought Mike Tyson beat everybody, past, present, and future. Oh, he beats Ali. I said, slow down. I don't even think he beats a prime George Foreman. Slow down. Slow down. I was talking at a young age from a more educated sense. We've seen this before, y'all. Tank has brought in some fans, which can be a good thing because it translates to sales and you can appeal to people that look like you and they identify with him. And that's great. X's and O's, fine. Fine. Tank has, there's probably kids that say, I want to be like Tank Davis in the ring. Because when you ask Mike Tyson today, do you see a comparison between you and Tank Davis? He says, well, maybe outside the ring, getting arrested. That's what he said. And we could do without that. But that's not what this is about, Eric. That's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. Oh, so you're from Baltimore. Well, there it is. You're from his city, and you want to look towards this kid. But if you are keen to my material, I tell people why I don't deal with him. He lost me. And I supported Tank a lot of times, but he lost me with his recent behavior. I can't co-sign what he does. But at no point will you hear me say he's trash in the ring. I don't deal with the kid because of his behavior. But don't look now. How I feel doesn't matter, and why you represent him doesn't matter, because the two dudes on the left-hand side, in combination with the dude in the middle, they're looking to get him. Eric Wright, I want to play something for you. Eric Wright, I want to play something for you. I want to play something for you. There's a reason why I put these fools up here. Mauricio Suleiman and Bob Arum. And I understand why you stand in the pocket for this kid, but I don't do anything blindly. I'm DHP. I'm Team Haney all the way. All I wanted was for them to, they're two of the best. I just wanted them to fight each other and may the best man win. They didn't do it because Tank didn't permit it. But we're not talking about that at this point. I want to play something for you. I want you to listen. This is 2018. This is Teofimo Lopez talking. I need you to pay attention, brother. Listen to this.
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight. for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all 4. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135.
Mr. Wright, that was 2018, Teofimo Lopez spilling the beans about how he had a meeting with Bob Arum and Mauricio Silliman. And he spilled the beans, and that was something he wasn't supposed to say out loud, by the way, about how there were moving parts behind the scene to freeze Devin out. And they almost did it. They almost did it. But you know what happened? The pandemic happened. And by the time Lomachenko got to Teofimo, the wrong guy won. Loma was injured. He didn't throw a punch until round 6 or 7. He turned it up at the end of the fight, but it wasn't enough, and Teofimo became unified. But you know what happened? He requested the franchise status. Mauricio Silliman honored it, but the rule is you can't have both. So he vacated. No, I'm sorry. After Loma vacated the real WBC strap, that's how Devin Haney ended up with it. So, do you remember when the franchise status was a privilege given? You had to vote on it. And remember when the rule was you don't lose it? You have it forever because the WBC has to vote on it. You have it forever. But that changed when Teofimo Lopez won. He requested it. They told him, okay, yes. He was undefeated at the time. And all of a sudden, they gave him the green belt. I watched it. They fought in the bubble. I said, why did they give him that green belt? I thought it wasn't transferable. And then Teofimo started running around saying, I'm undisputed. They had people saying, no, he's undisputed. I said, no. He didn't beat Loma for the real belt. Loma ditched the real belt. Had Loma kept it and they fought, Teo would have won it. But had Loma kept it, no doubt in my mind, he'd have lost it to Devin. He didn't want to fight Devin, so he asked for a franchise and he gave up the actual belt. Teofimo Lopez requested. Mauricio told him yes, as per this meeting. He became unified, but he was parading around saying he's undisputed. Got in the ring with George Kambosos and laid an egg. No one saw that coming. And then that's when Devin Haney came in. So when they tried to freeze him out, it backfired, and it worked out in his favor. And that's when George Kambosos started acting crazy, being disrespectful, and Devin had to leave the country 2 times. Once to win undisputed, the second to defend it. And mind you, he took short money both times. All in the name of what? Giving the fans what they want and becoming undisputed because he felt that's what we wanted. And now that he's been thoroughly screwed by boxing, he understands what it's about. But it's in the books. Youngest undisputed welterweight champion, 135 champion in the 4-belt era. You can't take that away. And they tried. Now, if they did all of this to Devin Haney, what makes you think that Shakur or Tank are not going to be on the chopping block with their black behinds? No, Eric. Lomachenko is not even a New Day Oscar. No, brother. He's not. Oscar, we can at least say Oscar has a serious resume. Loma's not even that, brother. But Loma has more privilege. You would have think he's Oscar. That's my point, brother. You would think he's Oscar. They told us they haven't seen anything like Loma since Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard. Bob Arum's never said that about black bodies he had. And he had Floyd Mayweather. He's worked with Sweet Pea Whitaker. He's seen these guys. He worked with Ali. How dare he say that about Lomachenko? Now, why did? To your point, you said that Floyd kept Tank away from Loma. I disagree, but let's go with that. Why do you think Floyd kept Loma away from Tank? Floyd understands business. He understands business the same way he felt it was more profitable to fight Latin fighters than pass the torch to black fighters. He never fought Paul Williams. He never fought Keith Thurman. He waited until he was going to fight Andre Berto, but Berto messed around and lost to Victor Ortiz. I'll give him that. He was going to fight Zab Judah, and then Zab Judah messed up fighting Carlos Baltimore. He fought him anyway. He was chasing Shane Mosley when he was with Top Rank. You know, Shane's star power dwindled, and he was the A side. Then he did it. So I will say that. But Floyd understands business. And he's no longer friends with Tank. I should have put Floyd in this meme. Maybe y'all guys would have understood better. I should have put Floyd's face peeking behind Loma's neck with some eyeshadow on. Tap Lawson in the super chat. He says, Eric Wright, wow. Always into something, getting up at night by Mr. Ishpacker, bend over for that G damn there. Oh man. I'm not gonna go that far. God damn, bro. I'm not gonna go that far. What I will say is this was not bigging up Lomachenko. I don't mess with this guy. I don't mess with Tank. I don't mess with Shakur. What I'm telling both supporters of these men on the right side, I do these memes for a reason. I see 3 white men smiling. 3 white men. You heard what I said. I see 3 white men smiling. And right now, the Negroes, they're hoping that the Negroes fight it out and cancel each other out. Somebody between Tank and Shakur is going to become unified. And then Loma's going to swoop in and take those belts. And he'll have 3, and the last man standing is Berichek, and he'll be food. But Shakur is not in the itinerary. Tank is not in the itinerary. As a matter of fact, what a fitting story it would be for the Ukrainian war veteran with 3 losses to come back and become undisputed amongst this chaos at 135. And that man will ride off into the sunset just saying, I was the 2nd undisputed champion. Should have been the 1st because everyone felt I beat Devin. You see why I say to the Tank fans and Shakur fans and Shakur himself, you see how I told y'all it was dangerous that y'all saying that? It's dangerous because now either Tank or Shakur got to get in the ring with Lomachenko. And if he makes it to 12 with any one of those dudes, they're not going to screw him around. They're going to get y'all. You see why I said y'all should have left that alone? Now, y'all going to have to deal with that. I told you so. As far as the business is concerned, you already know. So, salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. I know some people are mad. It's okay. Pay for less on this podcast tonight. I didn't put up what I'm talking about, but stay tuned. But before that, everyone needs to tune in to Stormy B Man. We got a special show for y'all. It's gonna be a fun show. It's gonna be we demand a lot of crowd participation. It's gonna be man. What we got lined up tonight, Nerds on Culture. Such a fun show. Such a fun show tonight, man. It's gonna be fun, man. So tune in, man. We're gonna have fun there. Then after that, pep talk. And I know boxing got everyone in their feelings, but just remember, I told you so. Y'all better hope this fails on his face. They tried to get Devin, and it failed. They don't miss twice. So, yeah. The Lomachenko threat is very real, and he's supported by the machine. Tank isn't, and Shakur isn't. Every brother ain't your brother. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.